Cool, we are live. Start the... Right, I put it on live now. Right, hello. Hello, viewers. I'm going to be on the TikTok looking for the chat. If you want to maybe go on...
I had to wait for everything to go live, and then I could pick up all of the appropriate ones.
There we go, we're live on Twitch as well, which is handy.
Lovely. Good evening, everybody.
Right, I'm just going to quickly get up. What is it called?
Awesome. Welcome.
Right, sorry, I'm just trying to get this here. Bear with me, trying to get the timings. What's the timings called again, sorry?
It is ACC race control.
That's it, race control.
Right. Good. Whilst you are sorting that, I will introduce everybody in. Good evening to everybody watching this evening. You welcome us to the final round of the Season 12 Rookie Wednesdays. We are just getting everything fired up as the first few cars roll out on qualifying, and we shall be underway. Things to note for this one, it is double points, so there is still a lot to play for within the series, as per usual with our... apparently we have no sound.
There's no sound, sorry?
Is there...
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I've just seen a message from Matt, there's no sound.
Right, that's fine, I can sort that out now. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, yeah, there we go, sound.
We'll get there eventually, it's fine. Please bear with us, it is really
So far, I'm pretty sure Mars and Barber are contenders for tonight. Absolutely, I don't know. My personal opinion, obviously, we saw the last two rounds, Mark won both of them, and pretty comfortably as well. But last round of that time, we saw Wiesenberg take it to Barger, and we also saw Maya run out of fuel on the second to last lap. So it's just really, it's drastic. It's just something you can only watch the movie. He's definitely fortunate. Oh,
Can I interrupt for 2 seconds?
You are more than welcome to.
Hi, could you turn the game sound down and
course.
turn your own microphone and Zeta up, please, because we
Yep.
can't hear you guys.
That's fine. How is that? Is that better?
Game sound down at like a real 5%. It's really low.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on hearing how it sounds. That YouTube's about 10 seconds or 15 seconds behind. Rio, can you hit escape and then click on drive for me? Because it's showing the chat and end of session bit on screen at the moment. Don't worry, these are all things that you'll get used to. There you go. Oh, I've made it worse for you.
You have.
You need to change your.
Can you share your screen, Rio?
Yeah,
if that's okay.
Try hitting F.
Right, press F1 and then F1 again. Drive, and then if you use race control, you'll be able to change the cameras under broadcasting. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, I was keeping an eye on penalties and chat. There we go. That looks like it's working now.
Awesome. Sorry, what was
excellent? Right,
how do you get through the different things? I remember last time I had to click one of the Fs. Was it?
Okay, you press F2 and keep pressing it until it goes to broadcast.
There you go.
There you go. And press the insert button.
Insert, sorry? What's that?
Yeah, insert. It should be between your keypad and your normal keys. If it's a normal keyboard that you've got. It'll be near home and pause break and things like that.
Sorry, give me a second.
Is that normally... Or is it not bringing up the timings?
There is timing. There's a timing tower on the. Oh no, it's not on the.
Yeah, it's not showing it on stream. If you can you press F2 again for me, Rio?
Yep.
And keep going until it comes back to the tower. Okay, right, I'm going to let you go and broadcast. That's a minor issue. But I think we can hear you now, hopefully on stream.
The I key, IOU key.
The IOU key?
I, India.
Oh, it's I. It's insert on mine. So if you press I, India, on your keyboard, Rio, it should bring up the timings beside the drivers' names. There we go. Perfect.
Hey, that worked.
Rio, I think you still need to turn your microphone up and turn Zeta up as well. Okay, okay, so if I speak, you should see the... Because I can hear Hayden fine, and I can hear myself fine. You might need to go into Discord, Rio, and right-click on Zeta's name in the comms box, and you can actually change the volume slider from 100% up to... No, on the left-hand side, sorry. If you go...
There it is.
Oh, is it turned all the way up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a little bit... Zeta might see it a little bit closer to the microphone.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Is that better?
I can't really get much closer to the mic without eating.
Yeah, Zeta's really quiet for me, to be fair.
Yeah, Zeta is quite quiet for me. I've got a...
I think Zeta's input is coming out the wrong... Is not a mic, it's out to a camera or something.
Potentially.
But yeah, I think you're good.
Working as as it should do. Everything looks like it's doing what it should do. Let's just turn that to that. How does that work?
Yeah, it's just a bit quiet still.
Still the same.
Yeah, I think it's all good.
Yeah, it sounds good to me now, so I'm going to leave you to it. Sorry for interrupting.
No
No
worries,
worries.
mate. Thank you very much, actually, for the update and helping me with that.
Yep,
No
no
problem.
worries.
I'll be in chat if you need me.
Cool.
Ace,
Thank you.
cheers, Mac. Thank you very much. GT7's better than GT4. How can I join? So, if you go into the Toga... Where is it? If you go into the Toga link tree, there should be an invite for the Discord. Our link for our link tree is in our bio. Sadly, it's not an actual link that you can click, so you'll have to type it in manually. And I'm sure that if you go into there, you'll be able to get that. GT7 better than GT Sport? Well, that's an interesting opinion. That's fair enough on you, Raphael.
Yes, Mitch, Mac and Hayden to the rescue on that one. Yeah.
Right, so-
Apologies, it's all a little bit tentative, a little bit tricky getting everything set up the first time. For a stream, changing all the noises, it still doesn't always work, even when you've done it a fair few times.
Yep, right. So the fastest man on track so far is Wiesenberg, as qualifying is just about to come to an end. We've got 33 seconds on the clock. And, yeah, we didn't really get much of coverage of the quali with commentary because we were too busy sorting this out. But you know what? I'd rather get it sorted out for the race, in my opinion. I don't know if you agree with me.
Yeah, no, as long as we can get it... It's the only way to learn how to do this stuff is to get on and do it, and basically that involves doing it live on air. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, Wiesenberg is pole sitter for the AMS, and the rookies, it is Van Hoff is currently in the lead for the AMS.
It's Varga who takes second position so far as he crosses the line. That's the end of his qualifying. Let's have a look at Wiesenberg. Where's Wiesenberg? In the pits at the minute. What about Vinian? Can Vinian go faster? He's 3/10 down on his fastest lap. Vinian has the fastest first sector so far at 36.9. It's looking to be Vinian third. Schmidt crosses the line now, ends his qualifying. He is in fourth.
Van Hoff looking to kind of throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Goes into 8th there as the fastest of the AM cars there as well. Went about half a second faster on that lap, so definitely pulling a sizable gap over the next AM class car, but will mean there is a chunk. There is 3+ cars that need to make their way through those AMs at the start of the race to be able to catch up. With the back of the pack.
Oh yeah, and that's going to be absolute carnage, but that's what Rookie Wednesdays is about, isn't it? It's sort of... everyone is sort of mixed in with abilities, and that's just what makes Toga so much more different to the rest of these leagues. So it's 300ths of a second that separates Varga from Wiesenberg. Wiesenberg takes it. Takes pole position with a 1 minute 44.505. Vinian is 600ths of a second. Oh, you know what? Vinian and Schmidt have got the exact same lap time. Wow.
Sorry to jump in, Rio. You just turn Zeta's volume down just a touch to like 150.
Yeah, can do.
Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
I was just about to mention that. It is Vinian
better?
that has set that lap time first, so he's actually qualified third. Schmidt set it afterwards, so they have gone into fourth, but they were both on identical times. I was about to read them out, but everything's all changed on the timing screen.
Yeah, that's one of these things with the timings that we've got at the minute. It's handy, but everything sort of disappears once it's done. So we're just going to have to go with what we had.
Right. Quick bit of housekeeping whilst we go through this. We have a couple of penalties from qualifying. 5 seconds for car 1, minor contact during qualifying. 5 seconds for car 27, minor contact during qualifying. Right. Do you want to run us down the runners for the race tonight?
Yeah, can do. Okay, so in 24th position at the very back of the grid, we have Dave Everard. In 23rd, we have Marco Biaccio. That is a DMF driver in the Ferrari. 22nd is Alexander Molins. 21st is Lorenzo Cortini, another DMF. 20th is Moises Ferreira. There you go. 19th is Pierre Cousin. P18 is Luca Bortolami. P17 is oh my days, that's a long name. Massim Iliano. There you go. The Italian driver. That's the easiest way for me to say it. P16 is Abassi Hussein. P15 is Paul Mancunian. P14 is Nick Lucci. P13 is Mateusz Gorecki, the Polish driver. P12 is Dave Boots. P11 is Tristan Dobson. I'll let you run down the top 10 for us.
In 10th, we have Alec Rimvis. In 8th, it is Jack Wittek. Costa Van Hoff in 8th. Josh Wood in 9th. In 7th. I'm going the wrong way. 6th is Matt McCorney. Milan Schroer in 5th. Gabriel Schmidt in 4th. 3rd is Raf Werner. Martin Varaga in 2nd. Rounding out the grid in 1st is Jasper Wiesenberg.
So it was an absolute stormer of a lap from Wiesenberg to take pole position. So I'm going to do a Will Buxton here and say, you know, Wiesenberg, he qualified on the front row, which means he will be in a good position for the race. That's something I'm definitely sure Will Buxton would be proud of me saying. How do you join the race? Raymond. So, if you go into the link tree in our bio, I'm sure there will be a Discord link for you to join. And yeah, if you join that, you'll be able to join us. We race for free, and we do have a couple of packages that you can do, and you will gain some things, I guess, such as your own personalised number, which you retain throughout the seasons, for simply £1 a month. So it's very, very cheap for this type of racing, and it's very high level, which I just want to say, like, I haven't been in this league for a very long time. I know, Zita, you've been here for quite a while now, but what I've seen so far, it's very professional for what it is. You know, I'm very proud to be in it. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? We try.
We try to be. Yeah, we are always expanding, so depending on what your preference on racing is, go join the Discord, go keep an eye on our SimGrid page. There's always events coming up. We have a Formula 1 league starting on Assetto Corsa coming up, so we are doing a few bits there. We're dipping our toe into the LMU world as well, so if that's your gig as well, go and have a look in there. But yeah, keep an eye out for events all over the place. They will be reasonably busy. We've got some endurance races coming up as well, so if you and all your mates like doing the longer format races, then there are things to keep you entertained as well.
Well, talking about the endurance races, we got the first, I'm pretty sure it's the first anyway, mini endurance race of the year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that'll be me and Mac in the commentary box for 4 hours on Saturday.
Yes, because both me and Barry, who are the other part of the commentary team, are going to be on track.
Well, best of luck to you. Taking it away though, and putting our focus on now, we're about to go green for the racing. On board with Wiesenberg, watching him now from the TV2 cam. Can it get away as a fairly clean start? I love this shot, you see all the... And it's green, and we are away and racing. The Toga Motorsport car of Martin Varga. The Porsche is looking, but can Vinian in the BMW get the jump on Wiesenberg? It's Wiesenberg who keeps that lead going into turn 1. Varga is all over the back of it. It's 2 Porsches, then a BMW, then a McLaren, and a Ferrari. And it's been a pretty clean start so far.
Been shouldered from a couple of BMWs further down the grid, but nothing major. Everybody got away from that one unscathed. A few people managing to gain and or lose places as we go. Paul Mancunian doing his best to try and push up through the field, having not had the best of the starting positions, and is pushing his way up through the grid in that big old Bentley.
So yeah, Mancunian is definitely looking to try to get past these rookies as fast as he can, so he can maximise the amount of points he gets in his amateur championship. Oh, he's only just stopping contact between him and Hussein. That was very close indeed. It's less than a tenth between the two here. I think there potentially may be some contact if the gap continues to decrease. I know Mancunian though won't want to get out of the way, will he?
No, although nice big yeah, that is the BMW there. Nice big hole being punched in the air for that Bentley. Further up the grid, Vraga and Wiesenberg are running away from the front of the field. 2.5 seconds to the tune of Schmidt in third. Although those two are line astern, first and second, by only a few tenths separating those two. So that'll be one to watch in this big braking zone down into turn 1. 2 Porsches. Who's got the brave pill on the brakes? And it looks like it is Wiesenberg just keeping it a bit tighter. Virago went a bit deep.
Yeah, well, these two, as we saw it last time in Brands Hatch, these two really like to just run away from the pack, almost work together, and then they think, okay, you know what, now it's time to fight later on in the race. Motorsport, what I find, is very much a strategic game. It's not just your pace, it's also how you act, your psychology, and it's very much tactics. And this is something that these two drivers seem to really be able to master, and they're just able to pull away. You know, they understand that if they battle, they're going to get caught up, and that's not going to get you anywhere in the first 5 minutes of the race when you've got a whole hour to go through.
No, just jumping back to that battle with Mancunian and Chris Moley. I'm going to hope that I've got that right. That Bentley unable to really make any kind of dent up behind that BMW and get past. Skimming further back, we have Alexander Molens, who is not going to like the fact that I just saw that, has had a very wide off-track moment. Fortunately, it was all on tarmac, so no harm done. There, as change of position, as Raf Werner gets past Marco Bianco in the Ferrari.
Yes, so I'm watching Wiesenberg right now. These 2 Porsches are still going. Martin Varga is looking to take the lead early on into turn 1, late in the braking zone. It's a lovely move by Varga. Can Wiesenberg hold around the outside? Yes, he can. Coming into this left-hander now. Wiesenberg's got the inside, and it's advantage Wiesenberg. Round the outside, can he go Varga? Contact between the two as Wiesenberg almost spins it, but he manages to save it, and Varga is starting to go now. It's half a second between the two. Can Schmidt catch up though? The more these two are battling, the more that they're going to fall back into the main pack, and I'm sure this is not what they want.
For sure. Mancunian there just managing to get clear of a few more of the AMs, as we see Hussein managing to gain a couple of places as well, with Jack Witter in the McLaren there, just trying to make good the hole that Hussein put in that BMW, but couldn't make anything happen there.
So we're on board now watching Josh Wood. He's in P5. He's done pretty well this season, and he's definitely been one to watch. He was in the top 5 last time out in Brands Hatch last Wednesday, and he kept his nose clean, was really good and on good form, and I'm sure that he'll be trying to bring that form that he had last week back here to Zandvoort. Watching as well, Matt Pocket, the Toga Racing Academy driver. Shout out to Matt. He's always out there and he's always having a laugh. Yeah, there you go. Let's have a
Indeed,
look.
quick change of position for Milan Schroer on Costa Van Hoff going past there. Not for track position, but not for overall, but not for class position, as that was a AM going past a rookie.
So the fastest lap so far is Gabriel Schmidt. That's a 1 minute 44.475. Yeah, he's absolutely on it. 2 seconds faster than Wiesenberg. The Porsche ahead of him. That McLaren is absolutely on fire. But I mean, the question is, can he keep up this pace? I mean, obviously, as you go further into your first stint, eventually you've got to pit. But before you pit, you're burning that fuel down, and you know, the less fuel that's in the car, the faster your car's going to go, because it weighs less. So I don't know if Schmidt can keep this up, but you know what? He's looking to reel these top two in.
Yeah, that is always... Oh, we have yellow flags, car 720. Who is that? Sorry to jump in there a little bit.
That's Cousin. That's Cousin at the back. He's spun it. The McLaren Racing number 720.
What happened to that car to end up where it was? It was kind of in the middle of no man's land without anybody mega close. This looks like... Ooh, that's an interesting one. They just go basically straight on at the... through that corner there. Through that little right-hand, left-hander up the hill. So that might be a technical fault or something. They kind of started slowing down and then sort of stopped and didn't turn.
So look at Cousin, unable to, sadly, at the minute.
That looks like Cousin has disconnected, unfortunately, so that may be a hardware fault.
Oh, that's always sucks. I mean, obviously, you know, that's one of the downsides of sim racing, you know. We're trying to get it as close as real life as possible, but it doesn't always work out, and you won't be able to get it near real life because it's not, is it? And but yeah,
No, I mean, it is one of the things that happens here, is you don't get necessarily the punctures or the engine failures, but you do get your computer suddenly deciding to shut down and do updates and restarts halfway through a race.
Curse you,
or
Windows.
Your steering wheel decide to disconnect halfway through. So it swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it before in the past, and it's definitely going to be something that's going to sadly reoccur. But it's just part of sim racing. Hopefully, as the time goes on, it'll get better. But anyway, other than that bit of negativity, which rarely happens, we are watching Wiesenberg and Varga again. The gap between these two as half a second. Oh, it's just absolutely emphatic so far. These two, I've got such high hopes for this battle. And I want to see their strategies. I really want to see what their strategic minds are at this early in the race, because it's going to come down to absolutely great battles, I think. But it's early on, so we still have no idea who can win. Literally anybody in this grid can win so far. But obviously these two are
The ones in the box seats at the moment. Just whilst you're going through there, Remvis got past Schroer for 6th overall. Quick bit of housekeeping, a few penalties have come through. 10 seconds for car 211, minor contact, position gained lap 1. 30 seconds car 17, significant contact, position not gained lap 1. 10 seconds car 98, significant contact, position not gained lap 2.
Oh, well, we always do have a couple of penalties, and you know, we've got a great stewarding team. Shout out to them if they are listening in. They're doing all sorts of magic, and you know what? I don't think I could be a steward. I just feel too bad giving out penalties. You know what I mean? I'd see some contact and I'd be like, 50-50.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have a penchant for crayons that they do, so.
Yes, they are crayon eaters though. But
So.
yeah, right. So we are watching these two here. Schmidt has managed to reel in Wiesenberg, as Varga has almost a second gap to him now. So that's looking interesting. Schmidt still has that fastest lap so far. And yeah, it's a 1 minute 44.4, the same time that he did at the start of the race. His last lap was a 1 minute 44.6, 2/10 off of his fastest lap. You know what? Schmidt is on for it, and I don't want to say. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything because I know where. I know. Yeah, that is.
You will discover this.
Well, it happened last time, didn't it, with Kaya? And I said at the start. I said to Mac, I said, you know, Kaya was in fourth, and pretty sure Varga or Wiesenberg was in first, and I was like, oh, you know what? I think Kaya's gonna win this. So sure enough, later on in the race, Kaya gets into the lead and has a healthy gap to second position. What happens? Runs out of fuel.
Oh, we've all done it. We've all done it. We've all ended up going, oh no, I've got like, I'm a lap outside of the pit window and I need to go fill up with fuel because I'm going to run out. Just as a quick one as well, we have our driver of the day running, so do get your votes in on Twitch, not on Twitch, on...
Yeah, no, it works on Twitch.
Twitch
and YouTube.
And YouTube, exclamation mark, vote, space, and the number of the driver you would like to give that vote to. If you have a Twitch and a YouTube account, you can vote twice. It is only once per platform.
Zend and Todd, thank you very much for the gifts over on TikTok. Really appreciate it. You don't need to gift. It's completely free. This is the coverage, but all the gifts are very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, if we can try and also get some likes on the TikTok, it pushes us a little bit more out there into the For You page. It just helps with views. But if you don't want to, and you don't really want to spend minutes and minutes tapping that screen, because I know it can be annoying, you don't need to. But yeah, that's all we ask. So now we're watching Gabriel Schmidt all over the back of Wiesenberg coming into this next lap into T1. There's nothing Schmidt can do yet, but I have a feeling he's got something planned later on this lap. He's 3/10 down on Wiesenberg. Wow, Schmidt in that McLaren just looks so comfortable. There's no move yet, but I'm sure he'll be definitely thinking about something soon, because at this rate, it'll just be Wiesenberg holding it up.
3 is back in the pits. Sorry, suddenly just saw a yellow flag for that. Is that position or is that car? No, that's car number. Car number 23 was in the pits, and I'm just trying to find that on... Ah, that is... there we go, it's the BMW of Mrs. Ferreira. Didn't see what happened, suddenly saw yellow flags, and then they dived back to the pits for them. I was also just looking at the... Jack Whittick and Mancunian were both running line astern and seem to be working their way through the traffic very well, using each other as a bit of a wedge to open the door and get through and make up positions through the rookie class.
Oh, so I just saw Bortolami get a little bit loosey-goosey on the exits there, but he's battling with a rookie here. That seems to be Molins. Don't know why Molins and Bortolami are going at it, but you know what? It's a race that in the same race, I guess, at the same time, just not the same class, so it just is a bit out of order. But yeah, Bortolami is definitely looking to be hopefully making up a few more positions. 18th overall at the minute, and yeah, this is looking really, really exciting so far. Gabriel Schmidt though, still in third position. Half a tenth behind Wiesenberg now. Half a second behind Wiesenberg, the Toga Academy driver.
No, but these two battling. I'm just watching the timing screens as well. That gap to Vraga at the front is just starting to open up a little bit as these two behind start to battle. As Schmidt ends up with, as Wiesenberg takes one or two compromise lines here and there to hold off Schmidt. It's just slowing those two up, and that gap is teetering on the second mark, which it's kind of the very, very end of any kind of tow that you get with these cars. Doesn't really kick in until much closer anyway, as Schmidt runs really wide coming out the chicane there. Cost himself a big chunk of time, and he puts puts them back to about a second behind now. So this top 3 split by 2 seconds now.
Yeah. Zend is supporting Wiesenberg once more. I'm happy to see that we've got some tuning in, and I'm sure Wiesenberg would be very happy with that. If you haven't already, you can go and vote for Wiesenberg to be driver of the day, or your favourite driver on YouTube or Twitch. If you do exclamation vote and then space and then the driver number, which you can see on screen. Yeah, if you don't know what it is, you can always ask in chat, and we will make sure to tell you.
Yes, evening Brody over on YouTube, Team Mank. So, yeah, Mank is out there currently 12 overall. And, yeah, is out there slowly carving their way through the field, trying to make up time on the rest of the class.
Mancunian then, all over the back of Jack Vetka. What can Vetka do? Not much so far. To be fair, it's 7/10, so he's not on his bumper just yet, but I'm sure he'll be looking for it. And look for that past that Bentley. It's just got something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to commentator's curse it, but that Bentley is looking ferocious. Oh yeah, absolutely. This can be amazing, I think. I'm trying to see. Mancunian has gained 3 positions so far. Vetka has lost 2. Vetka is usually one of the drivers that we see in the top 5, but it just seems that Zandvoort isn't his track. Yeah, it's
Zandvoort, but...
Is it?
Yes.
I swear it's Zandvoort.
We're at Hungaro.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It's fine. It's fine. It's easy done. There are. I don't think we've done a race at Zandvoort in any of the series yet.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I'm looking at my track.
We did Zolder. I've got those two mixed up a few times.
Oh yeah, well, it's easy done, isn't it? I mean, a lot of these foreign tracks with the names and stuff, you always picture these things, and it's always done in racing with drivers as well. You see it, and yeah, it's easily done. But anyway, looking back up at Wiesenberg, the gap to him now between Varga is 7/10. Schmidt has dropped back. It's 1.1 seconds between the two. Wiesenberg, I think, is just trying to catch back up to Varga. Let's go on board now with Wiesenberg. Absolutely smashing it through here. You can just see the level. I just want to say as well, these drivers aren't your normal drivers. Okay, these aren't just normal people. I mean, they are, but they're not. These people are the top 3, the top 5 even, the top 8, I would say, are a different breed of sim racing. It's, yeah, in like the rigs they've got as well. I've seen pictures of a couple. It's absolutely mental. They're not just, you know, your Logitech G29. It's full on Fanatec, Moser, those type of things. Full on rigs. So they really are putting in the cash, I guess you could say. Bike time, salut. How you doing? I don't speak much French, but I think I know what that means.
Good evening. I'm gonna go with that. I hope so. My English is awful.
I think it's hello, but I'm not too sure.
Yes. We have. I'm just having a look at the gap between Chris Moley and Gorek.
Yes, I was just looking at that as well.
On track.
Oh, as he looks for the insides.
They've been following each other pretty hard for the last few laps. Gorek looking more and more racy as time's gone on. So
sends up the inside though.
Oh, tries to go up the inside, can't quite make that stop. It is BMW on BMW, so this is a game of who has got the setup. It is the same car, much like we see at the front with the 2 Porsches. It is the same car. It is down to who can lob that thing through the corner as Gorek gets big tank slapper in the middle of the last corner. Oh, I am sorry for commentator cursing that one. Blame me if you want.
So fastest lap so far is that Porsche of Martin Varga. He's hit a 1 minute 44.467. wow, that's a fast lap so far. Yeah, it's only 1/100th though off of Schmidt's fastest lap. And wow, their last lap, Varga and Wiesenberg's, were the exact same lap. A 1 minute 44.905 for both of them. That is amazing. If I was Wiesenberg, I'd probably be thinking, I'm on an absolute storm of a lap. Why is the gap not decreasing? Martin sat there doing the same thing, thinking, why aren't I getting away?
Yeah, and for sure. So, just having a quick flick down through the rest of the board, Van Hoff is trying to stay in touch with Rivas in the McLaren. So it's Ferrari on McLaren battle there. It's just kind of hovering in and out of the second mark on that one. Gorek, after that bit of a tank slapper and losing a position, who's got straight back on it in that BMW up behind and underneath the rear wing of the Ferrari. We'll keep an eye on that one. And that is... we have Ferreira in the pits and seems to have just parked it for now. I don't know if that is a car that we'll see back out on track. Yeah, what have we got?
Gorecki's catching up to Boots now. Half a second between them and decreasing as we're seeing it. That BMW looking to get past the Ferrari as fast as he really can, because that's something that he needs to do. They're both in the rookie class, as we're seeing here, but that BMW just has so much more pace. Going over the driver of the day so far, we have 3 for Martin Varga, 2 for, who was that there, Gabriel Schmidt, 2 for Van Hoff, and 1 for Matt Pocket. You know what? I'm going to put it out there. I think Pocket was voted by Mac or Hayden. It's going to be one of them. It's going to be someone that involved with Togo Racing, that's for sure.
I'm gonna be cheeky. Pockets 450. There's one from Togo Motorsport on Twitch. Yeah, it looks like it was Togo Motorsport on Twitch for that one. So that will be the big man himself.
Oh, looks like it. That's to be fair, Pocket's a fast driver. So just watching Gorecki now.
The World Tour. Was it the World Tour? I might be making that up.
Me.
I'm trying to remember. I know I've seen him in a few races. My brain has just gone blank. I'm pretty sure it was the World Tour.
Possibly. It possibly is. You may be right, but to be fair, he's doing well. 4th position so far, and 4th in his class. 4th overall. Yeah. It's looking fast for him.
I remember starting the series, seeing him start the series in the rookies class, and basically was about there in terms of position for the in amongst the AMs. So far has been bumped up to that. Gorek is having some problems with this last corner. Just watched him through there again. Fantastically quick, but he's struggling big time with that last corner, getting some oversteer on the way through, and it's actually just costing him time. Although both of these cars are catching the back of Chris Moley, but it is just that, that 485 BMW is just not looking completely happy. Kind of crucial moments on the track.
Yeah, well, also, I want to highlight the fact that the gap between Matt Pocket and Gabriel Schmidt is 9.2 seconds. So these three have really, really run away from the rest of the field. And they're all within 2 seconds of each other. It's a second between Varga and Wiesenberg, and then it's 7/10 between Wiesenberg and Schmidt. Oh, I'm getting excited already. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to say anything, because knowing Commentator's Curse, it will happen. You know, I'm getting excited. I've actually got goosebumps ready for this. It's a Togo Motorsport at the front. I'm sure Hayden will be happy with that. And yeah, Martin Varga is absolutely on fire. He's recently signed with Toga, and he's moved away from the Roxy livery, which we saw him win a good amount of races in.
Sorry, just to dive in that big tank slapper for Rimvis coming out the last corner. Ends up chasing the car back across and hits hit the pit wall hard with that one. Lost a place to Van Hoff on the way as part of that. So that will be a car to watch out for as to how much damage that has picked up in the process.
Oh, I've just missed it, sadly. Okay, looking back on Martin Varga, the gap between him and Wiesenberg is 0.7 seconds. There you go. And the gap between Wiesenberg and Schmidt is 0.8 seconds. I wonder where pit windows will come in. It'll be coming in soon, I imagine. Probably in the next 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
From halfway through. It will come out halfway through. I believe it's a 10-minute pit window?
32:30 then. It should come in.
Yeah.
With 10 minutes, so that'll take us up to the last quick maths.
Lily Racy? I apologise for probably butchering your name there. Thanks for the vote, Scrub, over on YouTube. Quick bit of housekeeping as well before the pit window does open. We have some more penalties and warnings. Warning for car 1, minor contact, position not gained, lap 5. Minor contact for car number 1, lap 6, position not gained. 5 seconds car 1, reactive blocking, slight to moderate contact, lap 7. Yes, that is Schroer who has managed to pick up the eyes of the stewards there. Not one I'd recommend. Oh, I think that damage is starting to hamper Rimvis, as that was another big slide on the way out of turn 1 and has turned the last corner and has actually looped it and is trying to get back onto the track.
The track on Kona. Kona, the track is Hungarorring, which I only just figured out. Yeah, that's the track for tonight. And yeah, I just want to say as well, Kona, thank you very much for gifting. Hunter Hazelwood, thank you very much for gifting over on the TikTok, and Bike Times, thank you as well. We've got 1,000 likes on the TikTok there. Really good there with us. I'm just trying to have a little check for the track now. Here we are then, pit windows open. So we've got...
Yeah, pit window open. I'm gonna be curious. Rakoka, car 800, died for the pits. I think it must have been literally just before they opened, so I'm hoping this will count for them, as they are in the pits when the pit window open. They will complete their pit stop within the window, but that will be one to look out for. They are the first car to have opted to make their pit stop, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, right.
So we have Wiesenberg into the pits, but has picked up a drive-through. That, I fear, unless the ones further up that they're racing with have issues, maybe game over for Wiesenberg.
Well,
sorry.
That is something, and it's looking probable with that there. But you never know. It's the final round. Anything can happen with these rookies and with these AMs. And oh no, Wiesenberg's just taking his drive through there, so I'm sure he'll be coming back around at some point with the pit. That was very smart of him there to get that done fast.
Up in that last corner and then gone, okay, let's deal with that. That has dropped them to 6th overall now. With that pit stop. As scheduled stops now for Mancunian and Rimvis. Rimvis evidently with that damage that we saw earlier on. That may well be a long stop for them when I can find the pit stop window.
Bales, thank you very much for the gift. It is exciting, thank you very much. And yeah, this is absolutely emphatic so far.
Gorecki is in. Car 29 is slow on track. That is Rococo. Sorry, Biocco?
Bioccio, I think it's
Bioccio,
Italian.
sorry, I am truly awful with names. Bioccio there has just dived for the pits as well. We've got Rimvis, Mancunian, Gorecki, Morlands, Bioccio are all in as well.
So we're just on board now with Martin Varga, and you can see Gabriel Schmidt right behind him. That McLaren is looking hungry. Yeah, it's a Toga Motorsport 1-2 so far. Actually, it's a 1-2-3. Hang on, is it a 1-2-3-4? No, it's not. So Josh Wood is the CRF racing team, but it's a Toga Academy. 1-2-3. That is amazing. If only they could stick with it so far.
We
And,
have had our first pit callers out of the top 10 for full service. We have Wood, Schroer, Wiesenberg, Hoff, and Wittig are all in the pits now as well for their service.
yeah, that's what's happening with the pits, I guess. Yeah, we've got quite a lot.
As a quick heads up, Rakoka for DMF, evidently, I think because they entered the pit lane prior to the pit window opening, it doesn't look like they have taken full service on that car, as it has not cleared their pit stop, so they still need to take their full service pit stop.
Yeah, well, the pit window is open for 6 minutes now, just fairly over 6 minutes. Yeah, I wonder when Varga is going to come in, whether it'll be this lap or the next. It's going to be just a matter of time. Oh no, Varga is coming. Varga's in now. So Gabriel Schmidt now is in first position with Matt Pocket. Will be coming up into second position. And you know what? Hussein has brought it up to fifth, but he's got that 5-second penalty. Whoa, this is something else so far. Wiesenberg down in 11th, so he's had his pit stop and will be coming out, trying to chase down Schmidt, Varga, Pockany. Yeah, this is something now, and I think Wiesenberg just needs to get his head down and get these laps in.
Yeah, just watching Josh Wood carving their way past some back markers. The car they are chasing down does have a 30-second penalty within the pit window, and most of the cars in front of them, so from 10th up, so 9th up is yet to pit. I say that as Varaga has now taken their pit stop and just cleared that one off, but is still dropping down. So effectively everybody from 9th up bar 4th for Varaga have yet to make their pit stop.
Yes, so we're seeing now Martin Varga comes at the pits, was in P5 and overtook the rookie of Hussein in P4 now. Oof, you know what, went from P1 to P4 in... That's actually really good. We saw earlier with Wiesenberg, potentially if he didn't get that drive through, it would be different. He'd be on the tail of Varga, but we never know, and this is what it is now. Martin Varga, it says he's in P5 for some reason. He should be in P4 when he comes through this sector timing. Or next lap, I think it is.
He's reading P4 on my timing screen.
Yeah, it's strange. I'm not too sure. It's fine. I saw him with my own eyes overtake him, so when he comes through next, I'm sure it'll change. Gabriel Schmidt. So we've done 19 laps so far. Gabriel Schmidt is leading. He's in the pits with Pocket coming in as well. So that means that Tristan Dobson will be coming into the pits as well. Wow, everyone's coming into the pits now apparently. With 3 minutes 30 left.
Yeah, there has been wholesale pit stops from pretty much everybody now. I think there is Bioccio is has just served their stop go 30. There is 15 seconds 485. Significant contact position gained lap 16. So that is 15 seconds that will be added on to the end of the race now, as they have made their pit stop.
So Varga's played this absolutely amazing with the pit stop strategy. Wow, that is a tongue twister. And he takes first position so far, but coming out of the pit is Schmidt. So Schmidt's right behind him, and this is the battle that we saw last time as well. Pocket is there as well, coming out. Yeah, so here we are then. Just watching Varga as he's leading in class. For some reason, my timing is not working.
You may have to go into settings and click connect, and it should work.
I think it's worked now. There you go. It's working now. It's okay. Just had
There we
to
go.
reset my timing.
Bounce in the Ferrari, in the rookie category, is currently leading. Will have to pit the end of this lap. Will not get a chance to make another pass before they run out of time. So they will actually technically lead for a lap of the race here as a rookie. Obviously, they will drop back down the field as they make their service. But yeah, well done.
It's quite unusual to see a rookie leading a race here for Rookie Wednesdays. We saw it with Martin Varga though, when he went out in Zolder, and yeah, that was definitely something to see. Varga though recently moved up to the amateur class. Watching now, it's Paul Mancunian all over the back of Jack Vetke. Vetke in P9 with that number 19 McLaren. It's looking quite frail, if I'm honest, behind the Bentley. That Bentley is really on pace today. Let's have a look at Mancunian's fastest lap so far of the race is a 1 minute 46.235. Varga, who holds the fastest lap of the race overall, his fastest lap is a 1 minute 44.467. Absolutely flying, almost 2 seconds faster than Mancunian. And that's why he's at the top of the field, I guess.
Yeah. The top. I'm just having a quick look at some of the timing screens. Wiesenberg is the only one in the top 10 to be, along with Vraga, to be into the 44s. Everybody else is 45 or 46 second laps. The closest being Pocket at 45.055.
Well, there we go then. That's the timing so far. So we're watching Martin Varga as he's absolutely slicing through the track, taking all of the apexes. He's just on top form today, and I think I was talking to him last week after Rookie Wednesdays. I think it might have been Friday or Thursday. He was figuring out sort of where he would be and what he needed to win the championship. And there we go, pit window's closed. Anyway, Varga was saying, and I may be wrong with this, I may have forgotten, but I'm pretty sure what he said was Wiesenberg and Vetke need to either win it, and then Varga needs to finish outside the top 3. At the minute, he is winning the championship for what I'm known, for my information. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he will be crowned the rookie. Well, no, it won't be rookie, will it? Will it be rookie?
That'll be Rookie Wednesday's class winner.
There we go. That'll be it.
I believe.
Yes.
I am
sure
just looking up the standings to see if there is a drop score at all within these races. It does not look. Is there a drop score? I am not actually sure. I'm going to have to. Yes, there is a drop score within this as well. That's going to make the numbers fun. Currently, it is Varga out in the lead with 110 points, with Schmidt following on 89. It is double points for this round, which means round 4 is worth a full 110 points.
Wow, that is a lot of points. Obviously, it's double points as it is the last round. And yeah, I think this is just... It's been brilliant so far. This race has definitely been the Varga show, though. He's been absolutely untouchable, really, since he came out the pits, and he's played a strategy really, really well. Wiesenberg, though, I want to say it, P4. P4. The man with the drive-through earlier was just rear-ended, really, from the penalty. It was really tough, but he has managed to make his way back, and he's almost on the podium. The gap between him and Josh Wood is 3.1 seconds, so this will be something to see if the SSR Herberth driver can catch up to Wood. Wiesenberg really needs these. He really needs these points.
Wiesenberg definitely does. It is only 1 point between Schmidt and Wiesenberg. 89 plays 88 points. Schmidt and Wiesenberg. Wiesenberg being in 3rd overall. Josh Wood is 83 points, down in 4th. followed by Raf Werner in in 5th with 81 points. So that is how your top 5 currently ring out. Josh Wood and Werner, it's a bit of an outside chance in all honesty. They would have to win the race with Schmidt, Riesenberg and Varga all having fairly major problems in this last second half of the race. But at the moment, obviously, Varga out in front. That's basically going to double his points tally at the moment. So that will be a easy victory there. But anything can happen. If they drop back for whatever reason, then they are going to have to step it up well and truly and make sure they don't.
Oh, Massi Cremascoli almost off the track there into T1. Locked up the brakes. And sorry, I hate to interrupt there. That was just a fairly large moment for the number 82 BMW. Phew. Wow.
That is absolutely fine. Apologies, I hadn't worked out how to end that sentence.
I think that ends with a full stop. As we see in P7 now, Abbasi Hussein, the Ford. He's the only Ford now in the top 10. In fact, the only Ford on the grid, as I'm aware. Wow, that's fairly unusual, as there's usually a couple of drivers that like to run the Mustang.
Yeah, they do. There's normally, it is odd to see. It's not the most. If it's not something, a style of vehicle you're used to or like driving, it's not something that is overly rookie friendly. It very much favours people who like cars that move around underneath them.
Yeah, that's definitely something. So I'm just going to go on board now with Varga. You know what, that Porsche sounds absolutely lovely. His last lap was a 1 minute 44.395. The fastest lap still is being held by him. It's a 1 minute 44.395. Hang on, that means his last lap was the fastest lap of the race. Sorry, I didn't even notice. Yeah, wow, that is crazy speed, to be fair. Look, if you just look how late he is braking, he's just able to turn that car in, the car is able to pivot, slow itself down, and as he gets in the power, he's really able to get that traction to stick. Hugging that inside line there, as he lets the car drift wide. Coming in now, it's a little bit dab on the brakes as you're feathering the throttle here, and it's wang on as soon as you see go past the apex, and it's flat out until you go into T1. Go past the line.
Yeah, this track being a bit of a stop-starty track does, and quite twisty, does to some degree favour the Porsche being rear-engine. It does have a bit of a traction advantage over others, with its engine hanging out well behind the rear axle.
Yeah, well, all of the additional weight behind it definitely helps with his. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the Porsche is rear-wheel drive, is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's got all over the driven axle.
Right. Yes. So the rear-wheel drive of the Porsche. Obviously, those two rear wheels are the things that are basically pushing it and helping it go forward. So with that additional weight behind on that rear axle, which helps it go, it definitely helps it stick a bit more and is grippier through the corners. Yeah, Varga's just really able to. He's coming up now to the CRF performance car. Just getting, I think there may have been a DMF.
I was going to go, was the DMF livery?
Yes, that's the DMF.
On
There
that
you go.
one?
They look fairly similar, I think.
They do. DRF and DMF. Maybe if you're doing anything with your liveries, have a quick chat with each other. They look very similar.
Yeah, here is the DMF and here's the CRF. Wow, yeah, they do actually. They look really similar. I can see why I took them by mistake. So, I'm trying to see if there's any action, but it seems everyone is fairly spread out.
As happened through the pit stop cycle, is Gorecki and Krismoli have actually swapped places. Now it is Krismoli chasing down Gorecki. Gorecki is starting to get under pressure as Krismoli is now under half a second behind.
Yeah, well, I'm watching Cremascoli now. The BMW's really looking to take up Gurecki. We saw earlier those two were having a little bit of a fight, and I always thought that Cremascoli is the faster one, but we see the fastest lap Cremascoli's is a 1 minute 46.1. Gurecki 46.0. The last lap though were only a tenth between them, with Gurecki a tenth faster, and yeah, it's definitely these two BMWs. It's the driving style. It's who can let it go in. Always we see Boots going into the pit. I'm not too sure what that was for.
Boots just suddenly went yellow flags. Didn't entirely see what happened. I have just gone back to find out. It looks like they cut through the chicane, having had some issues, and I'm not sure what's happened beyond that. Give me a second and I'll have an answer for you.
I'm just looking as well, trying to see if there's anything.
No, they have just pulled off the track and parked it by the looks of things. Evidently, from where they weren't feeling happy with how they were going to finish there.
How odd. Yeah, that's a strange way to get off the track, but I guess. But hey, that's one way to get off it. If there's no one behind you. That's something you can do, I guess. I don't know what these stewards will feel about that, though. Potentially a penalty for next season.
It didn't really impede anybody. They just got off the racing line. I mean, they could have just carried straight on at that corner.
True.
So either way, they weren't really impeding anybody in the process. That is obviously going to drop them now well down through the field.
So first in class so far for the rookies is Van Hoff, second is Hussein, the Mustang, and third is Gurecki, and then fourth is Cremascoli. So Massi Cremascoli is chasing down that third position for the podium, the last podium's position. There you go, couldn't get the word out there. The last podium position for the rookie series, the rookie series, the rookie standings, I guess, in this race. I can't get the words. What's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. It'll come back to me at some point. Martin Varga leads, and yeah. What are you thinking with 17 minutes to go? What are you thinking may plan out? Obviously, these drivers have already gone through the pit stops. So what do you think will be going through some of their minds? What they're going to be thinking?
I mean, at this point, it is all on Varga not to bin it. Varga is the one in the box seat, and it's theirs to lose, basically. No pressure. For this, you will literally, for the points you have earned, will literally double your score. Like I say, a non-finish will give the event to somebody else. Like you said, I think you said it was anything below third or fourth, I think it was.
Yes, that is if Wiesenberg or I think it is Vetke, which Vetke's down in P8, but it's if Wiesenberg wins it, he has to go down to P4 or below.
Yeah, so Wiesenberg in fourth, Varga in first, with Corney and Wood out in front. Yeah, it's just a case of don't bin it, don't get caught up with any back markers and have any issues, basically. Keep it on the black stuff and keep it rubber side down, as we see Chris Moley getting a big slide and costing themselves a big chunk of time. Now, all they have to do is stay within 15 seconds of Gurecki at the end of this race, and they will gain that position. Mancunian is the one next car up ahead, but they are 5 seconds ahead of Gurecki. Sorry, nearly 20 seconds ahead of Gurecki, so that will be a big gap to chase down in 15 minutes, especially considering Mancunian is the next class above. The next M-class, rookie class car is Hussein in 7th, some 20-odd seconds, sorry, nearly 30-odd seconds up the road there for this pair of cars.
The fastest lap so far goes to Gabriel Schmidt. He's taken it away from Varga. I'm not too sure how Varga will feel about that, but it's a 1 minute 44.045 compared to Varga's 1 minute 44.185. So it's a tenth faster than the race leaders. That's telling me something. And do you know what that's telling me? That's telling me Schmidt is absolutely on it. He is if only he was closer to Molins. If only. Because at the minute he's just seeing an open road. and that's not really something you want to see. But I just really wish he was not a lap down.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, it is, depending on how this pans out, it is 2 points in favour of the car with the fastest lap. So, yeah, that will be, if nothing else, bragging rights and 2 extra points. As that is Gorecki that's been in the wall hard. Give me a second to find that one and find out what happened.
Gorecki, I'm trying to find him.
555. This looks like it is. Oh, gets it loose over the curb on the right-hand kink out of turn 3. Gets it loose, cannot gather it back up. Goes for a bit of a flick turn basically onto the racing line, causing one of the McLarens to take evasive action. But everything was okay, no harm done to anybody but Gorecki, who now has a very, very second-hand looking front bumper.
Yes, that front of that BMW looks like a pug. Very, very much squashed face. I'm sure the wall give him a little smudge and give him a little kiss. So that's not really something that Gorecki will be liking, but that's what's happening. So he's about to get lapped by the race leader Martin Varga. You know what? Varga has really come along. From the little I've really seen of Varga, he's been absolutely on it. As you see there, just going around the outside of Gorecki, lapping him. So if I was Gorecki right now, I would be thinking, let's just get the laps down. Obviously, you're quite far back, so it's one of these things where get your head down, try and keep the car on the track for the next 12 minutes. Even with that damage there, it's going to be tough, but you know, that 15-second penalty definitely isn't going to help. What do you think that Gorecki's mindset is going to be?
It's honestly, having been in that situation, it's really disheartening because you're pushing it and giving it everything you can, and you make a bit of a mistake. I've done that at the same corner several times over, and it is just really disheartening when you're just like, I'm giving it everything, I've got this penalty, I need to minimise the time loss of the cars around me, and you just end up a little overdriving it just a little bit, turning a little bit early, and it just all goes wrong. The thing to do there is just to put the accident out of your mind, get on with it, and just get your head down, drive around whatever issues you've got with the car, and make it to the end, because you're still lapping everybody in the pits who has opted either to bail completely or just park it and leave it in the pits.
Nathan, yes, this is ACC. If you want to join us, it's completely for free as well. You can find the link for the Discord in our link tree in our bio. Sadly, we don't have a link, but we will get that sorted at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, at the minute I'm watching Lorenzo Cortini, the DMF driver, in 11th. He is all over the back of Cremascoli, that BMW. Going into T1, and the gap between these two is half a second. They are really, really close. That Ferrari goes alongside him. The space is there. Oh, look at that. That's great sportsmanship by the BMW, leaving just enough room. I thought they almost made contact, but they didn't. Cortini is looking for the inside. Can he get there under braking? No, he can't. And yeah, that's Cremascoli leading still between the pair.
Now the question is, that is the McLaren of... Is that the McLaren of Schmidt trying to unlap themselves on this pair of cars? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Trying to unlap themselves off this pair. The question is, who is going to... is that Schmidt? It's not the McLarens, or is it Dobson? No, it's not Dobson.
It is a McLaren. I can see that. I'm trying to find out.
McLaren in a
No, you're right.
livery.
It is Schmidt. It is Schmidt.
It is Schmidt, yes. The question is, can either of these cars make use of Schmidt trying to unlap themselves to either break away or use that as a hole to be punched to get through? Also, quick thing, look, thank you for all of your driver of the day votes. There is a few minutes left to go on that one.
Yes, so looking up now, this is a battle for the podium position. Wiesenberg and Josh Wood, the SSR driver, is trying to hunt down Wood, and I'm getting excited. It's 10 minutes remaining of the race. Varga's leading, and it's looking to be his to be. Matt Pocket is obviously there as well, but it's whether or not it'll be Wiesenberg or Wood to be on the podium for that last step. That Porsche is looking very, very fast in a straight line. That Aston, though, I think is... Me personally, I like to drive an Aston, and the reason why I like to drive the Aston is because it's got great brakes. As you can see there, going into that turn 1, Wood is really able to get that car stopped, so he can turn it in, whip it in, and absolutely get the exit that he needs. But here is Wiesenberg, looks for the inside, cannot get it yet, and there's half a car length between the two. What can that Porsche do behind the Aston? Nothing yet. Wiesenberg.
Sorry, just to jump in, we've got a couple of penalties to come that have come through. Warning car 55 racing in against faster car while blue flagged lap 20, and 5 seconds 800 causing a collision with a faster car lap 24.
So Wiesenberg now is, the gap between them is 0.2 of a second, 0.3 of a second. And yeah, I think Wiesenberg is definitely looking to be the faster of the two. Their last lap, Wiesenberg was 0.6 faster than Josh Wood. That is a lot, especially in motorsport. Half a second faster than the car ahead is something you don't see. But you know, Josh Wood, he's very good at defending, but Wiesenberg is very good at overtaking. So it's anyone's so far, I think.
29. Biotro in the DMF Ferrari is currently pointing the wrong way. Managed to get back on track and find some space to mean that that's not an issue for anybody.
Ah, yes, so he's tucked behind there. Very nice. So we're still watching this battle for third position. Wiesenberg sort of dropped off now, trying to get clear of that dirty air. Obviously, you know, this is a simulator. Bales, I would love to sign up and join this, but it's just too late in the evening for me. That is understandable. Yeah, we do understand that, obviously, some people, they have lives. They can't really do this in the evenings. So, yeah, we do apologise for that routine. Sadly, if we could change it, we would.
Do you keep an eye on, obviously, time zones?
Oh, it's Wiesenberg! No, it doesn't. Sorry. I thought he was going for a move there. He moved to the inside and then played the dummy there. Carry on, please.
No. Obviously we know time zones are a thing. Everything we do is all in whatever the UK time is. So at the moment it is GMT. During the summer it is obviously BST as well. So if you're in Europe or further afield, it can sometimes get a little bit awkward with the number of hours ahead or behind you are, so we apologise for that. Do keep an eye open for any events that do happen on weekends. Ooh, that was a big punt from
Wiesenberg on Woods.
Sorry, no, I was watching the Cortini Crismoli battle. Cortini comes up behind Crismoli on the way down into turn 1, takes a big chunk out the rear diffuser on that BMW.
Oh, I only just missed it, sadly. Wow, yeah, that is very strange. As we saw, though, Wiesenberg was so close to the back of Woods, almost touching at one point. I thought he did. Tommaso, thank you very much for the follow on TikTok. We really do appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's everything so far. The driver of the day standings so far is number 47, Van Hoff, got 7 votes. A big fan club for Van Hoff. Schmidt got 4 with Matt Pocket 4 as well. Martin Varga, our racer leader so far, has only got 3 votes, and then Paul Mancunian has got 1. If you do want to vote for your favourite driver, there's 5-ish minutes remaining, and yeah, all you need to do if you're on watching us on on YouTube or Twitch, you can do !vote in all lowercase, then space, and then the driver number of the car. So, for example, if you wanted to vote for Martin Varga, you would do !vote space 86. Right, let's have a little look at some of the timings. What was Varga's last lap? A 1 minute 46.3. Matt Pocket was a 1 minute 45.5. I think Varga at the minute is sort of coasting.
Yeah, I think Varga's just gone, I'm not going to do anything dumb. I've got 17.5 seconds in hand. Let's just chill, make sure we don't make any mistakes. Now, the trouble is if you do that, and you do opt to chill out, sometimes it can actually, mistakes start to come in because you're not concentrating as hard as you were before. So hopefully that is not something we see here tonight, but it is something to consider.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think he's just trying to do the fuel saving technique, which sadly Kaya was unable to do last week around Brands Hatch. I don't know if you did tune in, but if you didn't, you can see the highlights and you can see the stream that we did all on the YouTube. So you can go watch that, and it's almost like it's live. If you've got an hour spare, you can do that. So also, don't forget to like and comment and follow us if you want to see more. We've got 3 minutes remaining, and in these 3 minutes, unless you want to hear what the drivers sound like in the drivers' interviews afterwards, we may never see you again. And that'll be very heartbreaking for us, because we love to have all of you lot watching from home. So, yeah, please do follow us if you're interested in it. And if you are interested in joining us on the track, all you need to do is have Assetto Corsa Competizione, and you need to be in the Discord. How do you find the Discord? Well, the Discord is in our link tree. If you manually put that into any search engine, you'll be able to join our Discord through there. Right, there you go. Had a little plug. Dales, I'm in the UK, but unfortunately I have to be up at 3 AM for work. Oh, that is that sucks. But yeah, I'd get some sleep if I were you then, mate. Unless you want to watch the end of the race. It's only 2 minutes remaining. So Martin Varga is leading, and yeah, like you said earlier, I think Varga's game plan now is just see how far you can go.
Wiesenberg and Wood are swapping places. Wood has been overtaken by Wiesenberg. How did that happen? I was looking at my timing screen.
Yeah, me too.
Is down into. You were saying about the brakes on the Aston. I think the Aston may have pushed it a little too far. Goes super deep into turn one. Runs very, very wide, and that is. Thank you very much from Wiesenberg to take that place back.
Yes, that is it's Wiesenberg's place now. That's the podium. I'm sure Josh Wood will be kicking himself right now. But you know, P4 finish is still good, especially with that double points. Bales, it's the only reason I stopped as I used to be in 2 leagues, but always too late. I can understand that, mate. Yeah, obviously, you know, real life always comes first. Last lap now for Varga. You know what? Varga has been absolutely untouchable today. He's been on great form.
Yeah, last time across the stripe was a 45.127, so still putting down really good lap times in that Porsche towards the end. That is Varga, and it's a 1-2. It's currently looking like a 1-2 for the Academy. So well done to those two.
Yes, so Varga has been on it. And yeah, he's been just in a league of his own. Coming around some of the final turns now. And yeah, it's like you say, Varga has just been absolutely gone. Really. We haven't really seen much action surrounding him, but I'm sure he'll be fairly happy to not be in the action. I'm sure his main thing is push and go, and that's what he's done with the 17 seconds to second position. It's looking so far to be a 1-2 for the Togo Academy. The esports team will be absolutely delighted, I am sure. So yeah, coming around some of the final turns, he's only got 2 more turns remaining. Varga in that Porsche, number 86, has been absolutely amazing all race. He's only got 1 more turn to go, and it's looking to be Varga who wins here today in the Hungarorring. It's the Porsche who comes over first across the line. The checker flag's waving. And potentially as well, it's Varga who wins the championship. We'll have to check later on after the race is over. Obviously, you know, we've got the drivers to finish. Here's Matt Pocket. He's been voted driver of the day a couple times. He didn't get it, but you know what? It's an amazing finish. It's a Togo Academy 1-2 here in the final round. Wiesenberg crosses the line. He's done amazing after suffering from the drive-through penalty. And, yeah, absolutely amazing.
For sure. Josh Wood comes through in 4th. Van Hoff just following through. Van Hoff will be the highest placed rookie driver in 5th that will round out the top 5 at the end of this one. Cortini has finished, as has Krismoli and Gorecki. Has Bout and Rococo? I apologise, I'm still struggling with those names. Hustan and Vitic will be the next ones through to cross the line. Mancunian is just coming through the last corner now, and will cross the line with Everard, Schmidt, Morlands and Bioccio left to cross the line.
Yep, that was an absolutely amazing race to round off the end of the season. We just see a couple of drivers, I think, parking up after the checkered flag is done. They're all returning to the pits. Thank you very much for all watching. Don't go just yet, though. We will be hearing from some of the drivers. You will be hearing what they thought about the race, and we'll be going through into the drivers' interview very, very soon.
Yeah, as that was Morland just crossing the line to round out the event.
Yes, so here we are. There we go. Yeah, you can see a couple drivers. I think soon enough we'll be getting ready into our interview room. We can already see Martin Varga is ready. He is always one of them to come in.
Champion-elect, there in the box. Should we just drag him through now, and then if anybody else joins, we can...
Yeah, we'll do that now.
Good evening, Mr. Varga.
Hello.
How have you been?
Tired.
How'd you find that one? Another win, mate?
Yeah, and at my home track, so even better.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, absolutely. First of all, congratulations on an amazing championship win. I'm sure you won the championship, haven't you?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Smith disconnected, so he ended up a lap behind. And then Wiesenberg got the drive-through, which basically left me to just coast it to the end. Yeah, wow, that's quite unlucky by him, but you know, you took advantage from it. So you led most of the laps that race there. What was the key to consistency that helped you almost control the front end of the field? Just don't go off track. My main focus was keeping it within the lines. Because for the first 5 laps, while Wiesenberg was right behind me, I looked back and I could just see him constantly going off. So I thought, there's no point over pushing it in case I get track limits, because he's going off nearly every corner.
Yes.
So it basically means that I'm not really in a point where I'm gonna lose the win. and then Smith closed up, but then after the pit stop, he disconnected.
Yeah,
And
that
then his championship ended.
yeah, that was unlucky for him. But I guess that's one of the downsides of sim racing. Not that there are many, but it definitely does happen more often than you think. So sadly, so obviously you were leading most of that race, but who were some of the drivers that you've been battling with this season that you think have really helped you push so far this season and strive to getting up there?
I think the main tune that does stand out for me as pushing me all season would have been Winston and Smith.
Mm.
Both of them forced me to get better. Both of them forced me to go to a level where I haven't been before, and they both made sure that I wasn't breathing calm every lap. They made sure that I was pushing till the end.
What's your mindset going into the next season? Obviously, it's going to be close with you. What are you thinking? Where are you going to go?
I'll see what I find. There's a lot coming up. I might enter the iRacing Daytona 500 and iRacing Bathurst 12 hour.
Yeah.
Couple of events that I'm looking at.
Oh, ace. Zito, have you got anything to ask him?
No, just very well done. Nice and consistent. I was having a look at your finishes over the rest of the season. Your scrub round being second, the last 3 events you have won, including the one we just witnessed. So, very well done. More than likely, unless anything major comes at the end of this with the stewards, it looks like you are likely to be the champions for this season. So, very well done.
Thank you. Have a
Cheers,
good
Martin.
day.
Yeah, you too, mate. Okay, now,
Right.
so should we
We
get?
have Matt, who's been in there longest. So, should we drag them in?
You will do that now. Hello, Matt. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing pretty well.
No, you did very well that race. How was your mindset through there? What was your game plan going into the final rounds?
Drive, try to get a okay quali, do not bin it like
Mm.
the other qualies. Just go from there and try to stay on my pace, which is exactly what happened.
Yeah, well, you said it there, pretty basic, but yeah, no, you did really well, and I'm sure the rest of your friends and team will be very happy to see that result on the board. So
Oh yeah,
what?
of course, massive result for the academy, because Martin won.
Oh yeah,
Gabriel was about to finish P2, not
Mm.
for connection issues, so GG's to him. I think he would have been P1 or 2 for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just amazing race. Happy for others, and I'm looking forward to next events.
Ace, yeah. What's your thought going into the next season? Where are you going to go? Are you going to stay in here, or are you going to move to something else?
I think I'm becoming too fast for the rookies, so I don't want to ruin someone else's fun. Because I know I was there like a few seasons before. Someone who was like 2-3 seconds faster than me just appeared, and it completely demotivates others. So
Mm.
I'm just gonna pull out from rookies and try to focus on endurance stuff.
Yeah, that's
with academy.
That's a nice little thing. I'll hand over to Zita to finish off the questions with you, mate. But well done. You did very well.
Very well done. Good to see. Yeah, such a good result for the academy as well. And yeah, I was just trying to do the mental maths as to where it's going to put you in the standings, which is why I was being a little bit quiet there. No, so very well done. Hopefully, we'll get to see you in some more championships moving forward. Any that you have your eye on at all?
Well, we're racing in the mini endurance this Saturday, is it? Sunday?
Yes,
there is
Saturday,
I
yes.
can't remember which guy. Are you in the Nissan or are you in the you're not in the Mustang with me because that's Mac.
I am in the M4.
M4.
Oh, lovely.
M4.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then maybe some endurance league events from from Toga. So yeah.
Oh, great. Well,
Hopefully
We're good to see you out on track again.
Yeah, I do want to say as well, you got 4 votes today for Driver of the Day, which sadly wasn't enough to get Driver of the Day, but you got 4 votes, so that's something good.
Did Martin win?
Martin.
Okay.
Hang on,
Fair.
it was Costa Van Hoff actually.
Oh, Costa won.
With 7, and then Schmidt was tied with you actually, with 4 votes.
Oh.
So you got tied second. There you go.
Oh yeah, Costa won his
Mm.
championship. I think he's champion of the rookies, so
Wow.
congrats to him.
Ace mate, well you did really well. I'm sure the academy will be very very delighted with the result, and yeah, thank you for racing with us for this season.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you,
a
mate.
good night.
You
Bye-bye.
too, mate.
Right.
Right, we've got
that
one more
is
person.
Jack to bring in. Good evening. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Drained, but good.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to see you on the standings and everything. You were down at 8th in the end, I think, by the end of that, if I've managed to stop this early enough.
Sounds about
So,
right.
yeah, very well done. How was all of that from your point of view?
Emotional. That's to say the least. Emotional. A lot of ups and downs.
Mm.
Fair enough. What were some of the ups during that race?
Some of the ups was, well, my comeback. I would say my down was I got spun around on lap 1 into the penultimate corner. But then I had a decent comeback drive. Had good pace, so I just pulled it back.
Nicely done.
There you go then. That was
That answers that one. Very well done. So, sorry, I was just having a quick look for yourself on the standings, but I am being completely blind. So yeah, very well done. What have you got planned going forward from this series? Are you hanging around here at Toga, or have you got more events planned elsewhere?
I mean, I am gonna. For next, I already have a race, the mini endurance series on Saturday, so I gotta get ready for that.
yeah.
Nicely done. What are you in that? What car are you in for that one?
I'll be in the BMW.
Aha, very nice.
Want to learn to drive a car, see if it's better for me than the McLaren is.
Yeah.
It's a very different car, but good luck and have fun.
Right, mate.
I mean,
Well,
I noticed some oversteering with the McLaren, so maybe a more honest car would be better for me. That's what I thought.
No, that's fair.
You really had that McLaren planted on the ground. I saw you didn't really have that many times where it was going a bit loosey goosey. Not very. You were nice and solid, and you had that thing planted, like I say. No, you did really well, mate. I just want to congratulate you for the P8 finish. You finished in the top 10. I want to see where you finished.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th in class. So that's
Not bad.
Yeah, that's a good one, especially with the double points. Yeah, well done, mate. You did really well today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we hope to see you next time, I guess. And
Yep.
I will be keeping my eye out for you on Saturday.
Ooh, nice.
Right, mate. Have a nice night.
Yep, you too.
See you, mate. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
We've got Gabriel Schmidt now. Should we bring him in?
Yeah, why not?
There we are then. Schmitty, how are you doing?
Not good, honestly. This was my worst race I had.
Mate, it happens, doesn't it? It happens. But no, you drove excellent with what you got dealt, really, to be honest. What did I hear earlier that you got disconnected?
Yeah, I lost connection with the server. My internet was down in the house.
Oh no. So where did you drop down to in the end? P15 you finished.
Yeah, I finished P15 with the fastest lap. At
Yeah.
least something.
Yeah, you got bragging rights then, don't you? You can
Yeah.
you can say to Mid Martin that he's that's
Yeah,
a little running joke we have.
I can also say I would have won the race. Yes, I know this is a big big to say if I'm P50 now, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, you did really well. What was your game plan coming into this round?
My game plan was honestly just to stay behind like P2, P3 to find my chance, to find a gap to get into. And I had the gap after my pit stop, but then after the first corner, my Wi-Fi went down.
That's just really sad, mate. I'm heartfelt for you. Zeta, have you got anything to ask him?
No, I mean, very well done on snatching the extra 2 points for the fastest lap and stealing the bragging rights for that one. Yeah, it sucks when these things happen. It's
Yeah.
annoying, it's frustrating. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's one of the unfortunate issues of racing online is that these things do happen. But, I mean, fair play, you did come back and continue on, so very well done for that and having the get up and go to do that. So thank you very much for returning back, even though it had gone very, very wrong.
May I just ask, where are you going next season? I've asked literally every driver so far in all the interviews, and I'm really into to knowing where people are going.
Well, I'm not staying at rookie championship. I will probably go into. I need to see something higher. I want
The
I
World
want to
Series,
have,
maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I just want more
Of a
more
challenge.
faster drivers I can
Yeah.
look up. Yeah, a better challenge.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm sure. It comes to a point where you definitely get more experience, and as you spend more time in this rookie series, you just outgrow it eventually, and it happens naturally. And you know what? It's actually a blessing in disguise, because it means now that you do have the opportunity to move on to something even more better.
Yeah.
Right, mate.
Also,
Go on, carry on.
I know where I'm going. I'm probably going to join the GT Pro Series.
Oh yes, that's a good little league. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's interesting. Fair enough. Right, mate. So I think that's all for us tonight with the interview. Thank you very much for racing with us this season. We hope to see you again. And yeah, thank you very much. You did very well today. Well done.
Thank you.
Right, mate. See you in a bit. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye, mate.
Bye.
Right.
Well,
there we go.
An end to the season.
So here we are then. It's the end. Wow, what an end to the season, eh? That's brilliant. A brilliant race. We saw Martin Varga take the win, followed by Matt Hockney and Wiesenberg. Wiesenberg, obviously, just an absolutely amazing drive back up to the podium position. That's brilliant. I really want to make a video on that. Right, for all of the people that watched tonight, we do thank you very, very much. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. We will. Yeah, I will let Zeta. I will let Zeta sign us off. Yep. See you on Saturday.